Hey y'all, so I was asked what would the 5 year ago me wanted to hear. And I can say honestly, I would have wanted to hear to serve God and not men. Because at that time I was serving a man. And it was crazy. So long story short, at that time, I was an entrepreneur. At that time, and in the middle of me running my business, I was also running his business at the same time. But I became more focused on his business and him. So in the meantime of that, and I took my attention off of my business. I took my attention off of God. I took my attention off of me. And I was just so consumed with this man and his business and what he was doing and everything he had going on. And God took my business from me. And it just made me focus. Like, once I really paid attention to it and paid attention to what was going on around me and happening, like once I started losing stuff and paying attention to how the man started treating me, because at this time I was also living in one of his homes, and I went through mental abuse, and it wasn't physical, but it was mental. And I feel like at times, when I think back on it, I feel like mental could be worse, because it's something that you think back on, and it's something that if you told over and over, you start to believe it. And he had my mind. And at that time, I was just going through so much. Oh geez. It's like I began to worship the man. And it's weird for me to say that, but like when I look back on it and I think back on it, it was more so of the things he was doing for me and the things he can do for me. It wasn't necessarily him, but my attention shouldn't have been there with no human like that at all. And yeah, that's what I was going through at the time. I even went through stuff with the man, letting him do things with my friends. And it really just showed me who he was, who they were. It showed me a lot. And it made me realize, like, you are not yourself. Like, this is not you. What are you doing? And I had a big brother and a big sister around telling me, so I had positive influence in my life. I had people telling me this ain't right, to just telling me things, like positive things. But when someone have your mind, there's nothing nobody can tell you until you release that, until you pray for that stronghold to be removed. Because at the end of the day, that's all it was. It was a stronghold. It was a stronghold on my life. Like, I had to pray. I had to pray this man out of my life. I had to do some things. And I don't regret any of it, because at the end of the day, it made me who I am today. It showed me who my friends were, or who I thought were my friends. It showed me who he was. And it showed me who I never wanted to go back to be. And I just feel like somebody needs to hear this, like, because this is going to help someone. So at the time, I had a business that I was doing, and well, I still currently do the business. I still have it. He basically was trying to discourage me. This is just another form of manipulation. He was trying to break me. So what he did was, his court was on file for my advertising for the business. He took his card off of file just out the blue, like he had been paying for it for months. Just took his card off of file. This time my bank account is in a negative, and he knew that my bank account was in a negative. But like I said, it's just another form of control. So on top of him being mad because the service I provide for my state, but he just wanted me to only help him and his people. So that was his purpose of even helping me with it. Like, okay, I'll help you. You can help me and my people. Long story short, he took his card off of file, and I didn't know what to do. I was hurt, crying. I was devastated. I gave it to the Lord. At the end of the day, I gave it to God, and I prayed about it. And God came through. He made sure that it was paid, and that was 2019. This is 2024. So I still have that same business. I'm still advertising, and like I said, that was 2019. So you can't tell me about my God. But I said that to say this: don't ever let anyone, man or woman, have that much control over you, over your life, over your finances, over anything. Give it to the Lord. Listen, if he'll do it for me, he'll do it for you. But I can say today, I can laugh about this. I can smile. I can be happy. I can tell you this story without me crying, tearing up, getting emotional, because this is just a thing of my past. Like, I had to go through this. I went through this for somebody else. I went through this for me, so I can be the better person that I am today. Today, fast forward 2024, today I can say that I am happy. I have my own family now. I have a beautiful baby girl, and I'm allowing God to use me. And I feel like this video is going to help someone. So again, the 2019 me, the 5-year ago me, I would have wanted someone to tell me to serve God and not men.